He's an adjunct senior fellow at the Rajaratnam School of International Studies. James, thanks so much for being with us. So these comments from Rafael Grossi saying that the IAEA needs to be at the table in talks. Do you see that happening?
Don't immediately. I think that the talks in Rome on Saturday are really going to be furthermore about what is to be negotiated and how it is to be negotiated. Now, obviously, the International Atomic Energy Agency has a role to play, particularly in the monitoring and supervising of whatever agreement may or may not be reached. But it's hard to see why Donald Trump at this point would want a third party beyond the Omanis involved in the talks.
And so, James, as you mentioned, the second round of talks is scheduled for Saturday in Rome. Talk us through the significance of these talks and how close do you think a deal could be?
Well, I think what's clear is both parties want a deal. That is to say, Iran needs a deal. The United States wants a deal. It does not want Iran to have a nuclear weapon, and it wants to have guarantees and measures in place to ensure that Iran does not have a military nuclear capability. But both sides also do not want their differences to escalate into a military conflict. Israel's been pushing for military strikes as a solution to the Iranian nuclear issue. President Trump has made very clear that he's not taking military off the table, but he prefers a negotiated solution. So these talks in that sense are very, very important. But how close they are, there are major differences. The Trump administration is unclear in what it wants. Does it want Iran to totally eliminate its nuclear program, something Iran will not agree to? Or does it want Iran to have a peaceful, supervised nuclear program? What else is to be discussed? The United States wants to discuss ballistic missiles. It wants to discuss Iran's relationships with non-state actors. Those are issues that are not up for discussion, at least not at this point, as far as Iran is concerned.
And which side do you think is in a better position in terms of going into these negotiations? Obviously, it's the second round, but is Washington or Tehran in a better negotiating position?
There's one of the big problems here is that neither side trusts the other. Iran has been weakened over the last year and a half. There's no question about it. The fall of President Bashar al-Assad in Syria, the decimation of Hezbollah in Lebanon by the Israelis, what's happening in Gaza and the weakening of Hamas, and of course the moves in Iraq towards disarming the Iranian-backed Iraqi Shiite militias. So Iran is overall, and on top of everything else, Iran's air defenses have been weakened by Israeli strikes in Iran. So Iran is in a much weakened position compared to where it was in 2015, for example, when the international nuclear agreement was negotiated. On the other hand, Iran has proven that despite the toll that sanctions have taken, it's still capable of maintaining its economy, badly battered, and also some degree of military presence.
James Dorsey, adjunct senior fellow at Rajaratnam School of International Studies. Thank you for your time.
Isabel, always a pleasure to be with you.